Hello, YouTubers, we're back. Just want to let you know we got the wallet done. And got it all stitched up. Looks pretty good. So now we're just going to sand this a bit. Hit these corner edges with our edge beveler. And then maybe fold this here. Crease it a little bit. Get its first little crease in there. It'll be ready to go as a wallet. So let's go ahead and get our 200 grit and our wood. Let's go ahead and sand this down. Get this all taken care of. Hang on just a second. Okay. Hopefully that didn't mess with the audio any. I still had my earphones in. But I did go ahead and take them out, so it should have switched over just fine. Let's do this in one direction. Try to hit these high spots. Just sand it down here pretty well. It's pretty much been drying a good part of the day. I finished this a little earlier and I hit it with the bone folder. Went ahead and get all that loosened up out of there. And when you do that, it kind of makes this little puffy, which makes it look kind of cool, gives a little body. Start with the back and forth, kind of get the majority of the sculpting done. Get a lot of that glue and things out of there that are on the edges. And just hit it one way. Makes it nice and smooth. It's still a little bit rough. Not too bad though. So we'll go ahead and get this dusted out of here. And it kind of gave a little mushroom to the edges. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of out of here. Go ahead and take our edge beveler. Go ahead and sharpen it just a tad. Put a little bit of, it's really not sharpening it per se. Really what this is doing is this is kind of just putting a little bit of edge on the blade itself. The blade's already pretty much sharp. It's just highlights it off so that it's extra sharp. This is a jeweler's rouge. Basically is what this is. And just apply it to leather. Just draw it back against the, you can see where it was kind of, takes that jeweler rouge and so basically it's just taking any of these burrs that are on this here that get dull or get spiked up when you take it across leather. And just takes those off of there so that you're basically, when you go across this leather, it just kind of glides like butter. And doesn't mash up the leather. Puts a little 45-degree on the leather. It can be sanded in there and then kind of domes it over a little bit so that gives a little better appearance. So that's what it looks like afterwards. See, it puts a little 45 contour. Before it kind of has a little sharp edge on it. Kind of looks like that. And then when you take your tool across there, takes that 45 right off of there. Kind of rounds it a little bit. And of course, go. See, kind of gives a little round flavor there. Then you can take your this. And you take your 600 sandpaper. Just hit it on one side, hit it in the middle, hit it on the other side. Try to go one direction. Now smooth those fibers down. It'll kind of give it a rounded effect. Tone it over a little bit. So in the end, it'll kind of give it one of those looks like that. looking pretty good. Yeah, we basically got to go all the way around this thing. Looks pretty good. Looks like it's holding pretty well. There we go. We'll get this stuff and get rid of the paper here. Okay. Here we go. Got that all on there. So pretty much got this rounded pretty good. Now we'll just take our gum trag and put it on here and let it set for a few minutes. And while it soaks in, it should soak into this leather pretty good. It's just soaking this around halfway around from one corner to the other. And now we can get a good give that a big, kind of roughed it a little bit, not too bad. This one here, we'll give a little sandpaper on there. Because even though we put some gum trag on there, you can always use a little sandpaper with gum trag as well. It'll kind of smooth that out a little bit because it was getting a little rough. Just because the leather is more of a chrome tan and it's not responding too well to, wanting to smooth everything out the way we want it to. It's going to need multiple applications, not just one. So in other words, we're going to have to do this multiple times to get this to look good. It's starting to smooth out now pretty well. This is starting to smooth out pretty good. Because sometimes you could take your gum trag and put on there, and instead of using a wood slicker to heat it up like this, you can use your sandpaper to spread it and sculpt it at the same time. Takes away burrs and it's still going to cut pretty good with it. You can tell by how smooth it is after you put the gum trag on there, how smooth it makes it feel. Below your sandpaper. See, it feels pretty good there. So we will come around to this side. nice and smooth. Take some more gum drag. So now we know this kind of leather here, even with the gum trag burnishing agent on there, rather than a wood slicker, which is typically what you would use. Instead of using that and jacking up your vegetarian product, instead of damaging that, there's a workaround to make some really nice things. So we'll just come around here with our sandpaper after we put on our gum trag. Instead of using our hand slicker, wood slicker, just use this sandpaper. Since we know it does about the best. Oh yeah. Nice and slick. There we go. It did come out pretty decent. It made it nice and slick. Didn't get overly. This is still a little rough, so we'll put a little bit more gum trag on here. Put that on here. anywhere we've got a rough area like that. Because it seems like when we took our wood slicker on there and created it with heat friction, it wanted to tear into some of the leather edges, whereas it should be just nice and smooth. So there we go. Oh yeah, that's much better now. Much better, much better. Yeah. Check this out. There we go. Slick those edges up right on around the line. Okay, we'll let that kind of dry out just a moment. While we get this cleaned up. We'll go ahead and put a little beeswax on the edge. Seal that edge up. Since this was all smoothed, now we'll just want to heat this beeswax up and it'll soak into the leather. So I'll probably just do that with my cloths, since it seems that wood slickers make the leather a little more aggressive. Where it doesn't want to get. There we go. And then we'll just take our cloth. Go ahead and go over it. Heat up some friction on there. And basically what this will do is this will create that friction we're looking for. Heat that up and let that soak down in that leather a little bit, while still keeping the edges smooth. And protect that leather from absorbing water, dirt, and moisture. because that's the number one thing that'll kill leather is moisture. So yeah, it feels real good. And I can feel the heat. When I get this heated up, I can feel the heat on the bottom side of my fingers. Because I'm getting it heated up. Yeah, it makes it feel nice and smooth again, too. So it's definitely getting that beeswax in there. Closing in those pores. Yeah. Definitely feels pretty good. Yeah, you can see it's changing the color on it. Just a little sticky there. It wants to drag on that. It wants to drag on this canvas first. Nice and smooth. You probably can't see that from there, but it is nice and smooth. And where it doesn't look, super duper great, it's a really nice edge. It came out as a very nice edge. Even though it doesn't glitter and gloss. Not yet. Functioning wise, it's in really good shape. Looks wise, it's just, an older looking wallet. It's got that